Alright, you guys, it has been a really long time since I even cared to look at XM or give a shit about whatever XM is doing or any of their stuff, because I don't like comic pieces, like, at all. It really, really pisses me off. I don't like them. I only like movie stuff and actor stuff, but that's it. That's it. Supergirl is one of my favorite characters, mostly because of Melissa Benoist, and no one's ever going to make a 1/4 scale or 1/3 scale Melissa. There's not going to be much, there are not many Supergirl pieces out there. There's Sasha's done a couple. They've got a Power Girl, Prime one. I don't like any of those. So this is like the closest one to one I actually like. And I do give XM credit for, I like the way they do their costuming with the little armor accents where they accent the whole thing. I like that in Supergirl. Maybe I'll find a way to 3D print a Melissa head sculpt, but for now, this was the closest that I was going to get to a Supergirl piece that I actually enjoyed. So made an exception. I got this from my good friend, my buddy Ben at Cosmic Chase. He had one, so I was like, fine, whatever. Here it is. Let's take a look. Here is the Supergirl. Now I wonder what this is. They used to give you an art print. I don't know if they still do. No, I think they stopped. No, this is just your layout. And looks like it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces total with the head switch out. That's cool. I like stuff that doesn't have many pieces nowadays. And on the back, some QR code shit. Okay, whatever. Still though, very nice. All right, those are your pieces. So let us now then do this. All right, you guys, we have everything unwrapped except for the base. It is too heavy. We will just look at it when we get to assembly, but very, very beautiful piece. First glance, great workmanship from XM, so I'm pretty impressed with that. So let's take a look at some pieces. This is cool. You can see her nails are painted, which is very nice. And she's basically crushing piece of metal of a prod. So very cool. This is a very cool concept and design, so I don't mind it. That piece, thankfully, XM packed it really well with the sponge, so you don't have to worry about it breaking off. Well executed. Very nice paint job. Very clean. Multiple different textures throughout. Paint, scuffs, silvers, blacks. So, very, very good. I do love a goddamn sculpted cape. This is fucking gorgeous. This is well done. Beautiful reds, blacks, white highlights, gray undertones, Superman logo, House of L symbol. Like, this is a very beautiful cape. And also, they very smartly did not make it overly heavy. So this is light. This is going to be good. Now we can look at the Kara head sculpt now. It's comic. It doesn't look like anyone, but I can pretend it's Laura Vandervoot or it is Melissa Benoist. I can pretend, right? This is the closest I'm going to get to a Supergirl that I like, so got no choice. But that being said, that key looks very easy to replicate in 3D, so who knows, we might do a Melissa sculpt. I actually really like the heat vision on each face. better than the other one. So this actually looks really, really good. Interesting. This gives me some ideas. And now we get to the part of why I actually bought this piece, because Booby, I love how, yeah, you see how there's these seam lines and there's like armor plating almost, and then over here this is like a honeycomb rib texture. This is smooth. So XM does a really good job with their costuming and their piping and their texturing, and yeah, so like this whole side is honeycomb, and this is like a, it's like a blue plating, armor plating almost. So they kind of XMize or armorize all their outfits, and I actually really like that about them. Very nice. See all this dotted textures on the skirt. It looks really good. So blue bodysuit, like a swimsuit, skirt on top, belt over it. So not bad, pretty good. So, all right. This is Supergirl. Let's go to assembly. All right, guys, here we go. Here is the base, which one of the reasons why I like this piece so much and why I ordered it is because I love the idea of her escape pod from Krypton. Now, granted, the scaling, you know, is a representation, but it's fucking gorgeous, man. I mean, look at these engine turbines and the paint that they did on it. Look at the metal, the weathering, all these scratches that they put in, and then this beautiful Fortress of Solitude base that they added. So you've got beautiful whites, light blues, dark blues, teals, you know, yellow highlights for the ice, and just very gorgeous base, man. I'm very stoked on this. I love the pod design. Like, look at the detail in the pod, like the cockpit. This is where she would be sitting, probably as a teenager. And then let's look from up down here. Okay, so you've got the controls, you know, the handles and stuff. They didn't do like any panels or anything, but it's fine. I mean, I do really love this. I mean, look at the leather feel with the, you know, the texture, like racing bucket seat type design. And so it's just very well sculpted. I love the 3D hard surface modeling accents over here, the little knobs. Especially love these fucking thrusters and this kind of like handle looking design. Like, I like everything of it, man. Obviously the pod is for Kara as a teenager, so, you know, the figure is too big, but again, it's representation and I think it's gorgeous. So let's get to assembly. I love the body design on this. So first things first, let's key Kara in. Perfect flush. Again, I love the sculpted cape. So it's going to key in very nicely and beautifully. Boom. Very nice. I'm going to do the regular portrait. Cool. Okay. Okay, you won't see it, but it's actually in here by her foot. So, okay. Perfect snap, and there you go. That's her pod door opening, and then she's ripping the other pod door off, and she's out there, Supergirl, looking very dope. I mean, composition-wise, this is a very beautiful piece. I am very, very much loving it. Yeah, guys, very, very nice. All right, guys, let's do the switch out. I just think this is... So in the promo pictures, this was like the not better portrait. It was not the better portrait. But seeing this in hand now and the changes they made, this is way better, I think, in my opinion. Like, I love the way the hair flows and it's, you know, wind streaked, and then her heat vision's about to head up, and the stoniness on the face, and the expression is a different face too, and I like this one way better, way prettier. This portrait almost has like a Jennifer Love Hewitt look. Just a very familiar actress face. Wonder who they used as the muse, but kind of looks like Jennifer Love Hewitt. Kind of looks a little like a young Charisma Carpenter. So, yeah, if Cordy were Supergirl. Isn't that crazy? I am loving it. It's just a more serious, like, badass statue when you put this portrait on. It's like, I mean business. Alright guys, so this is the XM Studio Supergirl. I'm actually really glad I got this. This is a very good piece. So very stoked for it. Yeah. Anyway, toss a like, subscribe. Tell me to go away. How you want to do it. Thanks for checking it out. Check out Cosmic Chase, my buddy Ben's store. And then yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, the more I look at this, guys, holy shit, you know who this reminds me of? This reminds me of Lauren Cohan from The Walking Dead. I swear, honestly, like, let's look at her side by side. XM made some changes, and honestly, it looks like somebody who works at XM is a fan of Lauren Cohan and subconsciously or consciously sculpted Supergirl to look like her. Isn't that insane? So what we have here is a depiction of if Lauren Cohan were actually cast as Supergirl. Crazy, right?